Good evening, everybody. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Wednesday evening. For the past couple of weeks, I've been feeling like depressed, low mood, not feeling myself, and the weather contributes to it to a certain extent when it's dark, miserable, wet. But also, external factors in my life. I was getting on with my life. I was quite happy. There was an incident in a shop which knocked me back for 6. I've got an elderly mum that just tore into me last week. Tore into me and made me feel really, really horrible. And it shattered my self-confidence again, and it had got to the point where somebody's actually helped me get out of the flat properly, not just around the field with the dog. But I've managed to get out today, which is an accomplishment. But I've gone out. I haven't gone out since I was verbally abused in a shop by 2 males, which is about 2 weeks ago now. It shattered me and made me feel awful. So I've been self-isolating myself and not going out very much, which is bad. So with the help of a family member, I was able to go out today to Chatham on the train, and I started to feel like my normal self, but I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet because I feel like I don't know who they are, these gang stalkers, these neighbours that obviously hate me so much. They feel the need to try and control me like some kind of wild dog. It's a form of torture. It's been going on for a long time, and I've obviously recognised it and understand what they're doing, but it's completely illegal and wrong. You don't treat a human being like a dog. It's disgusting, but that's what they've been doing. It's a form of torture as well, so let me explain it a little. Right, it goes way back when. We go back to training a dog, shall we? If you want a dog to sit, you tell it to sit. And you can either, most normal dog owners, when they're trying to teach their dog to sit or train it, will use treats, dog treats, dog chews, and the dog will learn to sit. An unscrupulous, cruel owner will hurt a dog until it does as it's told. Hurt it, kick it, hurt it. And then the dog will submit, but not in a nice way. And this is when a dog can turn dangerous. So if the owner that's treating a dog like sits and gives it treats, the dog, learns to respect the owner and do as it's told in a nice way. But an owner that mistreats a dog and hurts it and makes that dog submit by hurting it, that dog is going to grow anxious, frightened, cower away and hide, but do as it's told, and then you've got the danger of that dog escaping and then going to bite someone when it gets out and gets freedom. And to a certain extent, these bullies are trying to get me to conform, to do what they want. Not what I want to do with my life, but what they want me to do. Like, shut up when I speak. Shut up when I go out my front door. Shut up. Fuck off. Fucking move. Would you really speak to your dog like that if you loved it? Would you really speak to your dog if you loved it like that? Would you say, fuck off, fucking move? I know what these people are doing. It's a form of torture, manipulation, control. I'm not a fucking dog. I know that, but they won't stop doing it. It's illegal what they're doing. It's torture. This is Great Britain, 2025. Not ancient medieval Britain where we had stocks and put people's heads in the stocks, where people used to throw tomatoes and rotten vegetables at your head to humiliate you. This isn't medieval times, this is 2025. So, another form of torture is, electrocution. Electrocuting somebody. Not a high volume of electrocution, no, electric shock. So you can buy electric shock dog collars, yeah? A dog keeps barking, gets a shock to the neck, so he stops barking, right? These people are using noise as a form of torture, sleep deprivation, and getting a lack of money so you can't buy things. So sleep deprivation is like keeping you awake all hours of the night. You don't get any sleep and you can't function properly. You're going to lose your temper. You're going to get cross. You're going to lose your temper with people. Have a short temper, because everybody needs at least 8 hours sleep, I would say, every night. And if someone keeps depriving you of sleep, you're going to get all irritable and angry. You won't be able to help it. So sleep deprivation is a form of torture. They do that with prisoners of war, keep them awake. And then you've got the lights in your eyes, shining lights in people's eyes to blind them, like you can't see. Loud noises, right? People can actually feel pain. These people know what they're doing. They would be put in prison for what they were doing if they were caught, because they're using it as a form of torture on me and other people that they try and manipulate. And it always comes down to, now will you give me some photos? Now will you give me some pictures? No, I won't give you any pictures. Fuck off. And they don't want your secret to come out. They don't want you to tell the truth. They want to carry on believing in Satan or whatever they're doing. I don't give a shit. I'm not one of them. But every time I go out my door, shut up. It sounds like an old bag lady. Shut up. Shut up. Why don't you shut up? And why don't you fucking move? Because that'd be easier. Because I ain't gonna move and shut the fuck up. Simple. So it's torture. They are using various forms of torture, but they're getting away with it because they're all in it together. They're all connected together. They're all in it together. They would be useless on their own. They can't function on their own. They can't. None of them can. They're useless on their own. They go run into each other, gossiping, finding things to do to up the ante, and I just laugh at them. I do. Because if they were caught, they'd be in jail. They use torture. Right? I didn't know what they was doing, but then I found out they all know each other and they're all connected. They all signal to each other with the coughing, or they slam doors, or they, you know what I mean? They're all connected in it. They all know each other. So they keep trying to get me under control like a good, obedient dog by being cruel and nasty and horrible to me. But it makes me stronger. And it makes me fight for the truth even more. And I won't shut the fuck up. either. Now, I got out today. I got out and I got on the train, and to start with I was a bit ropey and a bit nervous, because when you get picked on, and my own mother shook me to the core with how I was shouted at. She barked at me like I was some kind of fucking animal and treated me like dog shit. And I have a good heart. And I was shaken up. But with a bit of help, I managed to get on that train, get off, and get back to being my old self. Right? I'm now going to go through a few things that I got. But can I just reiterate to these gang stalking, bullying pieces of shit, you are not going to control me. With a bit of TLC from myself, I will get back to who I was, going outside, going to the shop, right? They shouldn't be sticking their big Pinocchio noses into my business. It's none of their fucking business what I do. But they do. And try and make me feel small, because it makes them feel bigger. But they're not bigger than me. They're not bigger than anybody else. So I'm going to show you a few bits, okay? We'll start with the food bits that I got, because I haven't eaten properly for a number of days. So we got some, this is from Sainsbury's in Chatham. So we got some cooked chicken breast, which I've had some of. We've got some Stamford Street Coast smoked salmon, and we've got some prawns. We've got some baby spinach. We've got some Greek style natural yogurt. We've got some 9 white Kit Kats. And we've got some apple juice. This is different as well. We've got some Merchant Gourmet brown, red and wild rice, whole grain rice. We've got 6 brown wholemeal sliced rolls. We've got some soup. We've got 6 bananas. These look nice as well. We have got 2 tins of chicken noodle soup. Picked up some coffee as well. Some coffee, and I've been eating these. I've been eating some red grapes from Sainsbury's. Red seedless grapes. I'm going to be completely honest here. If I hadn't have got some outside support, I was being stuck indoors all day nearly, all day, since my mother boomed at me, and said I was making her feel sick. My own mum. She gave me 3 boxes of dog food with 36 pouches of food in it. She gave me food for the cat, and she said you've got 6 weeks supply of dog food, Genestra, and I was just given my taxi fare home. My channel is called Rise Above Cruelty because that's what I'm trying to do. I am not a fucking dog. I am not being treated like shit anymore. If my mother can't talk to me like a human being and join in with these pieces of shit that go around harassing and bullying me, then I don't want to speak to her. It doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're a young person or you're old, right? You know, there's no need to be horrible to somebody. If it makes you feel better to be a disgusting pig to somebody, I fucking pity you. If I hadn't have had some help, I was shaking, not only with anger, but why do people have to act like that in 2025? Like scumbags, filth, picking on somebody that is good and has done nothing to them but good. I do not want to ever feel like I did for the past couple of weeks. I have got to literally start from the beginning and work my way up again with my mental health, because how I was treated last week. And these fucking morons, they ain't neighbours. They ain't everybody has good neighbours at all. Fucking move. Fuck off. Shut up. Disgraceful behaviour. If you want to start doing it to me again, I would just keep a record of it. I ain't going to get cross. I ain't going to shout. I'm just going to keep a record of it.